Let's start with something that might surprise you. Good news. Because despite everything I'm about to tell you tonight, there are people who got it right in 2025. It was a year that worked for them. People who delivered. And I'm not talking about politicians. I'm talking about the people who actually run the economy while the politicians run them. Mthuli Ncube and George Guva Matanga, to me, they are still the top performers of the year. And let me explain why, okay? Let me be honest first about their mess, especially December 2025. Mthuli Ncube announces a 2% tax on USD cash withdrawals. Self-inflicted wound. He said to you that the withdrawal tax is a fix to stop cash hoarding. Now, at the time, it sounded smart. If you were in a Harvard seminar room, maybe. But the real Zimbabwe, right? The tax was going to hammer teachers, civil servants, the tiny minority who actually bank their salaries and pay taxes on time, even if it's not by choice. Everyone else is already in the informal sector, already dealing in cash or eco cash outside of the system. So you were about to punish the compliant people. For weeks, Minister he gave interviews, he attended my breakfast, my sadaka, and the minister kept insisting that the measures were necessary. The translation that the public got is he's not listening. And only when the lawmakers, including those from ZANU-PF, his own party, stripped down the proposal in marathon meetings, it finally sank in. And within days, the minister reversed it entirely. He reversed his positions entirely. Now, some people will say that was a U-turn, it's flip-flopping. It's a weakness. Actually, no, it's not. That's a government that listened. That's a finance minister who finally read the room. When was the last time that anything like this happened in Zimbabwe? When was the last time that the public made an outcry and it actually changed government policy? The zigzag in the budget wasn't a disaster. It was a democratic, working, imperfect democracy, chaotic democracy, a ZANU-PF democracy, but democracy nevertheless. I want to talk about the guy who actually runs the numbers for Mthuli Ncube, George Guva Matanga. The technocrats at Treasury are led by this guy. They do the curation of the numbers, they model the scenarios, and they implement what they are instructed to implement. They don't table budgets. They don't face parliament. They don't set the political tone. They just deliver. Quietly, most of the times, professionally, all of the times, with no Twitter drama. George is the accountant who is at the party. George is the accountant when Mbinga iri kupati. Mbinga iri kutengera munhu wese makuva. And George is the guy who then has to say, Murungu, maroyera tiri kuita budget aya, takuita kunge vakomana vembudzi. Takuti ka budget renyika, kunge vakomana madyiro akaita budget rembudzi. George is the guy who says to government, hey, relax, it's not okay what we are doing. So he is, to me, the top performer of the year.